Welcome back, Pokemon Trainers. Professor Chaz here. The lab coat's on back order, and it's time for episode number 21 of our Pokemon Sapphire playthrough. If you happen to miss the last episode, I suggest you go back and check it out before we get into the spoilerific part of the topic, but you're already seeing something on the layout, I'm sure. Anyway, we went down to Meteor Falls to deal with Team Aqua. We met Team Magma as well, who are currently fighting against Team Aqua, so they're the good guys, right? And we did rescue Professor Cosmo from the clutches of Team Aqua. Turns out they had stolen a meteorite and took it to the top of Mount Chimney, where the leader, Archie, was planning to do something. What was it? Somehow flood the volcano, fill it with water, make a new habitat for Pokemon, possibly cause some new Pokemon species to appear, which kind of intrigues me. It'd be cool to see what would happen there, but being that they are the villains of the game, I can't let that happen. I have to stop them. And we didn't come down from the mountain unscathed, unfortunately. As you see on the layout, we have lost a Pokemon, so let's start things off with the Happy Team recap and see who we are working with. We have our newest addition here in the Hoenn region, Majestic the Swablu at level 15. She has Natural Cure, which heals upon switching out, so special conditions will be erased when she goes back to the Pokeball. Naughty Nature, which I keep forgetting what they are, but a viewer named Robert, very loyal viewer, is keeping me apprised, and I did bring up a list here. Naughty is a boost to attack while dropping special defense, so that is something to keep in mind. She's going to be more physically offensive, possibly, depending on the stats. As you can see, attack is not that much lower than special attack, so she might be a more physically offensive Pokemon as time goes on. She currently has Peck, Growl, Astonish, and Sing. Next in the list, we have our Ninjask Burrow at level 23, with the Speed Boost ability, increasing speed at the end of each turn, with the Lonely Nature, boosting attack, dropping defense. Nice speed at 86, actually very nice speed at 86. Attack at 58 is nice also. Cut, Leech Life, Screech, and Double Team for the moveset. Here we have Jiggy the Jigglypuff at level 23, normal type of course, with the Cute Charm ability, Infatuating on Contact. I don't think, we've seen that happen once before so far, I think. Gentle Nature, which is a boost to special defense, a drop to physical defense, and he's got 32 for the attack stat, not terribly bad, I suppose. Soothe Bell to make him a little bit happier as time goes on. Mega Punch, Swagger, Sing, and Disable. I didn't stumble the words this time. Yeah, got it through. Alright, next in the list we have our fainted Pokemon. Scruff just didn't have the defenses to take on a Sharpedo. I severely underestimated the Sharpedo's offensive presence. I also underestimated the fact that Archie was going to be that fast to go from 0 to like 50 billion against us, but a Crunch attack took her down from full HP, one hit, didn't get a chance to do anything. But she will be back eventually. She's going to the injury box as soon as we hit the next town. She has the static ability. She's at level 24. I'm mixing things up. So, level 24, static ability, paralyzing on contact, which also didn't happen, I'll have you know, when the thing did crunch her. But she has a relaxed nature, which is a boost to her defense while lowering speed. Unfortunately, of course, crunch is dark type and it's special base in this generation, so that's why the nature didn't help us in that case. She's holding the Silk Scarf. I'm going to snatch that from her in just a moment because I can give it to somebody else who is currently an active Pokemon. And she has a nice special attack at 43. The rest of the stats are there. Speed's not bad at 39. Shockwave, Quick Attack, Leer, and Thunder Wave is / was the moveset. Next, we have Skippy, our Marshtomp at level 25, with the Torrent ability, boosting water moves in a pinch. Lax Nature is a boost to defense while dropping special defense. Soft Sand, he hasn't changed for the past several episodes. Still holding Soft Sand to power ground attacks. Attack is 55, defense is 53. Water Gun, Mudshot, Foresight, and Growl. Is that it? That's not it. We actually have Pokémon, the Hariyama now. He did evolve a couple episodes back. Guts ability, boosting attack in a special condition situation. Lonely Nature like Burrow, so attack up, defense down. Holding the Quick Claw to speed himself up in some battles. A nice, massive 73 attack stat. Very nice. Fake Out, Rock Smash, Sand Attack, and Vital Throw. And that is the team recap. Give me that, Scruff. You don't need that for the time being. And I'm sorry I lost you in the way that I did, but in this playthrough, we do have the option of bringing Pokemon back over time, as I've said, and we'll be doing that at some point. Now, let's give Burrow the Silk Scarf, power up that Cut attack a little bit more. And then we're going to head on down from the mountainside. Now that we've done this, we can gain access to Lavaridge Town, which is the next place to go. There can be some trainers along the way. We do have some training to get our Swablu up to speed with the rest of the team. And I'm not going to go for any encounters here for the time being. What I'm planning to do is head down this way. Now, I want to make sure I go the right path because you can get certain items if you take the right paths. Let's just deal with this guy. Mount Chimney's Jagged Pass. Now this is what I've always wanted in a mountain. This jagged bumpiness. It rocks my soul! Alright, so what I'm going to do is, once I do hit the next town, which is Lavaridge Town, or Lavaridge City, I'm not sure, I'm going to prepare for the next gym battle, because that is where the next gym is at. Who do I switch in? You probably would have a rock attack at this point. I think Jiggy is okay to come in. But I'm going to start a training montage between, or after this episode, for the next, so yeah, between the next episodes. That was kind of painful. Enough of that. Oh, come on, stop this. And get the team ready to go. Let's just see what the wild Pokemon are looking level-wise here on this Jagged Pass, because this is the route leading into the area. Do I heal? I probably should heal. I probably should have healed. Never mind. But I'm going to do my training here on the Jagged Pass to get our team to be 5 levels above whatever the wild Pokemon are. In fact, in that case, I'm going to see what kind of Pokemon we're looking at here on Jagged Pass. Ooh, a Baltoy. Haven't seen you before. Wait, yes we have. Let's go into... I saw Psybeam, I saw Mudslap. I don't think you've got a Rock Attack yet. Fingers crossed on that one. I know you can learn Rock Tomb. That's Rock Tomb. It's not Stab, though. Yeah, our defenses are not amazing, but I didn't care for that. So we're going to switch again. So this thing destroys the entire team, essentially, except for Skippy. I keep not wanting to use Skippy just in the sense that he's been such over-leveled this whole time, and he's going to be my answer for the next gym, of course. It is a Fire-type gym, but when I gotta call on him, I gotta call on him. We miss. Now, this is a Ground-type Pokemon, so I could go for my Mud Shot, but it does have Levitate, so it's not going to do a thing. Water Gun is the only way to go with that. And, what am I trying to say? We're basically just going to try to wrap things up quickly here. The episodes for the past while have been kind of running a little bit longer than I would have liked them to, so this might be a shorter episode. I don't know yet. It's going to depend on how far, or how many trainers I get through here. But I believe we're going to see a level up for Skippy. 26. Not too bad. Alright, Eric, you almost claimed a couple of Pokemon from me, pal. Back down. Losing left me bitter. Yeah, if I lost a Pokemon, you wouldn't know the meaning of the word bitter, my friend. Yes, I did lose a Pokemon, but when it comes to the love of the mountains, I have you beat. Alright, I will give you that one. Let's go ahead and Super Potion some of the guys. Going to need one for Burrow, need one for Jiggy, and that's going to be about it, I believe. The rest of us should be ready to roll. Now, Majestic, you haven't gained a single level yet, have you? I wonder what your experience rate is kind of like. Now, let's just take a quick look at one wild Pokemon and see what level we're looking at. Here we go. Higher level than level 15. You can tell by the way those white bars occurred. And we see a Spoink, level 20. So this is good. We can get the team up to level 25, at least, by dealing with these wild Pokemon. I think Burrow can handle a Splashing Spoink, as you're about to see. I'm pretty sure they do have Splash, though. So we can easily go for some Leech Lifing. Although, you know what? With the Silk Scarf, Cut's probably more powerful. Yeah, one more Cut. However, now that we've lost some HP, we still do have that Stab bonus with the same type of attack bonus of being Bug-type. Leech Life gets the KO and heals us up nicely. I'm going to say probably by 40, up to 47 HP. I was way off. But excellent, nice recovery. So at least level 25 for the training. Good to know. Now, can we get back up that way? Gotta hop on the little bunny hop. I think we can get back to that trainer. We get a Burn Heal, which will be good for the battle coming up soon at the gym. Yes, we can access. Now, this is kind of why I like the Acro Bike. You have basically, well, Acro Bike and Mach Bike are both required to be able to make it to certain level 21. So we can train to level 26 when we get back here. But each of the two bikes give you access to different areas. I think Burrow is probably good to come in on here. And I find the Acro Bike is a little bit more useful, just out of personal preference. I also find the Mach Bike to be a little bit too fast, hard to control. So Acro Bike is my way to go. I'm more of a technical kind of a guy. Focus your energy all you like, you're not getting through. We have nice resistance to your Fighting Stab. We don't have too much to worry about. You're not going to have Rock Tomb. I find it interesting in Gen 5. They give us basically a replacement for Machop in Timber, and it and its evolutionary line learn plenty of rock attacks naturally as they grow. Why didn't they give Machop that? Because Machop was the original Timber, right? You know? Majestic, level 16. What do you get? Nothing. Nothing. Oh well. So we can deal with this trainer now. Jagged Pass is hard to walk on. It's a good place for training. Only if you have access to the bike, which I currently do. I could, of course, if I didn't have the Acro bike, I could simply go all the way up the cable car, up to Mount Chimney, come all the way back down the path again. But doing it the way I'm doing it, we can easily come back and just bike down from Lavaridge Town and bunny hop our way back up. Why Sand Attack? Well, obviously why, because you can make me miss. Or can you? You can, but I was lucky there. So I'm going to say probably a Leech Life gets the KO based on what we saw on... Well, Spoink was super effective against. I'm curious. How much will we do to this? Bingo! Alright, so it gets a nice heal up. And I think that was a Spoink we were fighting earlier where I was testing this. I might be wrong on that, but we see Ethan sends a Tailo. You probably do have a flying type attack at this point, and now that we've evolved from Nincada into Ninjask, our defense is really not so good. I'm gonna say, let's send Jiggy in, see how well he does. If I need to, I can pull him back and bring Skippy in anyhow. Focus energy. Thinking it's time for a Sing. Well, if I do have to switch to Skippy, he still has Foresight. I did keep it for a reason for things just like this. In fact, you know what? We're not going to waste any time. We're going into Skippy right now and Foresighting those double teams away. As we learned against Wally in Mauville City, though, it's not like in current generations where, well, I'm pretty sure in current generations, Foresight will always hit regardless of the evasive boosts. It still has a chance to miss here, I think. Exactly. So let's land the Foresight. No criticals. So your double teams are gone. Of course, being a flying type, we can't Mudshot you, but we can go ahead and Super Potion before anything bad happens, and then start going for the water guns. If I could teach Skippy an Ice attack, well, I do have Rock Tomb that I could teach him for flying types like this. So, that might be something to consider. Plus, it always slows the speed down of the target as well. And I'm not really making use of Growl at this point. What do you think? Should I teach Rock Tomb to Skippy for the gym battle, and for all future encounters as well? Might be a good idea to go for. It was all over while we were still trying to find a good footing. Quick as that. If I had an acro bike, I'd be able to jump ledges, and that is why I love the acro bike. It's so bad, by which I mean so good. Are there any more items to snag along the way? There's another trainer. I was trying to walk past you, please. This place isn't your casual hike. It's not suited for a picnic. Then let's battle. What do you have? Picnicker Diana has a Shroomish. If you had a few more levels, Majestic, you know what? No, let's do it. Let's do it. First of all, Sing. I think Majestic can handle this. I usually don't like to have Pokemon train against Pokemon that are higher leveled, because the experience that they gain is going to boost their level up higher, but they only gain the EVs, the effort values, for the species they're knocking out, essentially. So what that means is their stats are not going to increase as fast as they would if you're fighting something at equal or lower level, because what I'm trying to say is, if this one Shroomish gets her a full level up, she gains EV boost for one knockout. But if she has to fight 4 or 5 Pokemon to get a level up, she's getting 4 or 5 Pokemon's worth of EVs into her before that next level up. So at the next level up, her stats will increase somewhat considerably more. So all that being said, since we are asleep, she's not taking that one on her own. We're going into Burrow. We're going for the Resisted Mega Drain against us, then going for the Leech Life, picking ourselves up a nice K. Oh, critical hit. Okay. I see what you're going for. How do you like a critical Leech Life, my friend? Don't like it too much, do you? In fact, you didn't even take it. But you're going to take one in a moment. Or not, whatever. Regular Leech Life does the trick. So, based on the time I'm looking at for the recording, I think we'll have just enough time to check out all of Lavaridge Town, see what's going on there, and save it up and prepare for a grinding montage to prepare for the gym in the next video, which would be, what is this one going to be? The Thursday video. So yes, Friday should be the gym battle of Lavaridge Town. Getting our next badge, getting our 4th badge in the region, and being able to choose a Pokemon that is going to be in the injury box before the gym battle to revive via the Dragon Ball style stuff. And if things go well, we don't lose anyone else along the way, we'll have 2 options this time. So we'll see what happens when it happens. Burrow is cutting his way through all of these Pokemon, these grass types. Gonna see another grass type, Bellsprout perhaps, maybe? I'm not even sure if Bellsprout is around this area. I don't remember seeing it. But there is a Swablu, and you do have Peck Attack at least. We're gonna stay in, we're gonna try the Screech, lower the defense. You're at full HP, and I don't think your attack is too crazy, so we can handle some stuff. At least you are at -2 defense, I'm at -1 attack. I can handle that. I don't think I was hit with any other stat-dropping moves, so let's go for the cut. Do about half, yeah. And Astonish. We can easily deal with that. As long as we don't miss the cut. This is the KO, and Diana is Diana. I can't really make good puns of names as I defeat them. I've tried, I've failed many times, but... Oh no, the ground is too bumpy. I apologize about that, even though I have nothing to do with it. Did you know? Some people cleverly ride their bicycles up this horribly bumpy pass. I was doing that just a moment ago. Yeah! So we are now able to step out here. If I walk down here... I'd like to get to Mauville, but if I went down these ledges, it'd be no easy matter to get back to Lavaridge. He is telling the truth. You would have to take the cable car all the way back up the mountain. Are there items here? I think there's items down there. Do I go? Do I go? I'm going to check the town out first, and if I have time, I'll do that. Lavaridge Town is in here, but the only way to go back would be to go back and ride the cable car and come back down the jagged path and get back to where we were just going through. Use X speed to add to a Pokemon speed in battle. That will help it get in the first strike a decided advantage. It definitely is. On Mount Chimney's Peak, there's a local specialty that you could only buy there. Give it to a Pokemon. It will be elated. Nice. Welcome. How may I serve you? Well, first of all, what can you buy from me? I think we saw Revive in the bag. We do not need that. We are going to sell... Nothing else here, I don't think. We don't need the Great Ball. I kind of want to hang on to the Repeat Ball. Like, I'm not going to use it, but... I might use it. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I got all this other stuff I'm going to hang on to. Let's see what we can buy to add to our collection of useful items. Super Potion. We can grab another 10 of those easily. And maybe 5 more of each of the status heals. Get some 5 antidotes, 5 paralyze heals. I think we can afford all this. Yes, nicely. 5 awakenings and 5 burn heals. And you don't sell ice heals, do you? Oh well, we have plenty of items as it is. I don't think we need to worry about being frozen as we take on the Fire-type gym leader. So let's just go ahead and head to the Pokemon Center next and take a moment to deal with an issue. Lavaridge Town, Pokemon Center Hot Springs, an excellent place for relaxing. Why am I walking straight up? Oh, if you like hot springs, do you? That's surprising for one as young as you. I spoke to you, stop. Alright, let's take care of business. First things first, we're going over to the PC. We do have to lay a Pokemon to temporary rest in the injury box. Let's just scroll over there, and that is going to be, unfortunately, Scruff the Electrike. As we drop her down, I just want to apologize for letting you fall the way we did. I could have saved you if I switched in immediately, but I thought you could take a hit, get a Thunder Wave off, but all that being said, I am sorry, Scruff. But you will be back someday as we fight for the... This is what I really like about the way I'm doing this. We fight for the right to revive a Pokemon by earning a gym badge. Yeah, the gym badge is important. Lets Pokemon at certain levels obey. Lets you use certain HMs out of battle. But in this playthrough, the more important thing is it's like collecting the 7 Dragon Balls and wishing an injured Pokemon back to full health. So that's what I'm going to go for. Now, what I'm going to do is retrieve Smarty, the Noctowl, back to the team, because he already was on the team before we added Majestic, who is level 16, and it's kind of tweaking the rule a little bit, but not exactly. Smarty was on the team before I added Majestic, and I've said before, I only like to use older Pokemon from previous games if they are at the level, or if the current team is at the level that those Pokemon are at, and they come back from the PC. So at the time Smarty was, but now that we've added a lower level Pokemon in Majestic at level 16, Smarty's role as active team member still counts. So he is still one of our active ones. What I want to do is move all these Pokemon over to another box, kind of shift everything around so I know which Pokemon have not yet been retrieved and which ones are waiting to be retrieved. So I'll probably do that in between episodes, and I guess, yeah, I'll just go with that. So I have the Pokemon on the team that I'm going to be using for the next little while. I didn't heal up just yet, so let's take care of that right now. Definitely have to do some switch training for Majestic for the next little while to try to get her up to speed. Not that I think she'll really be much use in the gym battle, but you never know, Sing could be something. Let's talk to these folks here. I think Pokemon get closer if the trainers spend... I think Pokemon get closer to their trainers if they spend time together. The longer the better. That's what I think. I gave a red Pokeblock to my Pokemon. It looks a lot cooler all of a sudden. Maybe I ought to eat a red Pokeblock. Well, I remember from the anime, Brock quite often ate the food he fed his Pokemon, so there you go. Hey kid, you can reach the hot springs from here. If Pokemon are getting rest, so too should their trainers. Sounds like a plan. What's interesting is, in the remakes, these were separated. Boy and girl. Showing the times, I guess. We draw as much hot water as we need, and yet the hot springs never run dry. Isn't it magical? These hot springs appear near active volcanoes. Veins of water under the ground are heated by magma to well up as hot springs. We are near the volcano, of course. They're claiming that these hot springs are good for calming nervous tension, relieving aching muscles, solving romantic problems, and attracting money. And curing world hunger and all that good stuff. If people put Pokemon in hot springs, it might be seriously strange. Why, it might be an electric bath, or a bubble bath, or even a lava bath. Is there any hidden item here? I seem to recall there is. That's one of the items we haven't been able to purchase yet. I was hoping for a Mega Stone, but I think that will do, especially for this generation. So what else does Lavaridge Town have to offer for a tourist such as myself? I already spoke with you. Let's talk to these folks over here in the sand piles. I have here an egg. I'd hope to hatch it by covering it in the hot sand by the hot springs, but that doesn't seem to be enough. I've heard it would be best if it were kept together with Pokemon and carried about. You're a trainer, yes? And your Pokemon radiate vitality. So what do you say? Will you take this egg to hatch? Sure. Oh, you have too many Pokemon. There's no room for this egg. Oh, I already have to put a Pokemon away. So what I'm going to do, I suppose, even though I just said I'm adding Smarty back to active duty, I'm going to let him sit out for the next little while, up until we hatch this egg, because who knows what we're going to get out of this mysterious Pokemon egg. So, Smarty, we will get you back on active duty at some point, buddy. Just hang in there. Hold your horses. It's coming. But let's get this egg. If we're lucky, we can hatch it during the grinding, too, which will be kind of nice. Alright, hand me the egg. Yada, yada, yada. Of course, with Pokemon with the Flame Body ability, I believe it is, an egg will hatch, I believe it's like twice as fast, or at least faster than normal. And unfortunately, we do not have Pokemon with Flame Body, so we're going to do the standard steps to hatch this egg. Being buried in this hot sand is so warm and heavenly. Ouch! Pokemon nipped my backside! Sounds like a Krabby is under there somewhere. So, let's check out the egg and see how many steps is it going to take to hatch this thing. It will take quite some time. Fair enough. Alrighty. For all we know, could be a shiny Pokemon in there just waiting to hatch. I bathe in the hot springs every day. I want to become a beautiful and strong gym leader like Flannery. Alright then. Lavaridge Town Pokemon Gym. Leader Flannery, one with a fiery passion that burns. Something to look forward to, folks. And we see the Pokemon Herb Shop, Bitter Taste, Better Cure. Did they have these in Gen 2? I think they did. The shop in Mahogany Town, maybe? You've come to look at herbal medicine in Lavaridge. That's rather commendable. I like you. Take this. Power Fire moves. Do we have any fire moves? No. That charcoal I gave you, it's used for making herbal medicine. It also does wonders when held by a Pokemon. It intensifies the power of Fire-type moves by 20%. Herbal medicine works impressively well, but your Pokemon will dislike you for it. It must be horribly bitter. Then let's not do it. Welcome to the Herb Shop, home of effective and inexpensive medicine. We could get a 50 HP restoring bitter powder, a 200 HP restoring bitter root, a status healing bitter powder, or a bitter herb that revives. That is the least useful in this generation here, or at least this playthrough, I should say, because we are not doing revivals, being a Nuzlocke. The shelves brim with all sorts of Pokemon merchandise, Pokemon TCG products, Pokemon amiibo figures, I'm sure, all predating when they actually existed in real life. Except for the TCG. My wife's warming an egg in the hot springs. This is what she told me. She left 2 Pokemon with a daycare, and they discovered that egg. So I wonder what Pokemon those happen to be. Zigzagoon tells me to pushoo, and I will do so. So what we're going to do is, let's just take a quick peek into the gym. Very steamy. Let's get out of here. And fun fact, all that smoke reminds me that I kind of left something on the stove earlier today, and when I went up to the kitchen, there was smoke all over the place. And as it turned out, yeah, things were fine overall. Don't worry about it. We did take care of it, but kind of always be careful if you put something on the stove. Make sure you go keep an eye on it. And my mistake. So we're going to quickly see if there's an item. There is. I knew there was. Got a nugget. Yes! Money. So we can go ahead and sell that. But now we got to rush all the way back. Wait, let's hop the bike. Rush all the way back up the cable car. We're going to get this nice little cutscene again. And head back into Lavaridge Town. So as this animation takes place, I'm going to use this moment to start the sign-off. I want to say thanks for checking out today's episode, everybody. Feel free to leave a like down below if you enjoyed the adventure so far, and leave a comment letting me know what you thought of today, and what you're looking forward to in the future of our Pokemon Sapphire playthrough. If you missed any episodes, as always, there will be a link in the description to the full playlist. You can check that out and get caught up on all the episodes that you have missed so far, or share that with a friend and let them see what's going on here with the original version of the Hoenn region before Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire became a thing. And with that, we're back at Pokemon Center. That wasn't too long at all. So we're going to save it up here. That's the wrong button. So, hang on, let's check. See, did the egg hatch at all in that time? Nope. Not at all. So, as I say, the next episode we are going to go ahead and do some training up on the Jagged Path to try and get everyone up to speed for level 26 at least. If I find any higher level Pokemon along the way, I'll train my guys up even higher to match them, or 5 levels above the highest level wild Pokemon, I mean to say. And after that grinding, we will be able to take on Flannery, the gym leader of Lavaridge Gym. So I hope you're ready to come back and check that out tomorrow, and stay tuned later on today for another Pokemon TCG live online match. What week is this? 58? Maybe. I'll find out and make sure to mention that in that video and to check that out. So I just want to say thanks again for checking out today's episode, and Professor Chaz is signing off. I'll catch you next time.